Experience the difference. Beyond the cloud. Your desktop, your mobility, and your security, 24/7 support. Take your business beyond the cloud. Work less, worry less, effortless.
Welcome back to Everything All the Time. I'm Pat O'Brien. He's Court McCowan. And Court, Howard Bragman's great.
I love that guy. He's fantastic.
By the way, he gets results.
Listen, just some of the stuff he did, some of the people he's worked with, that's kind of one of those things that, like, he knows where everybody's buried in this town. He knows where that's the one guy that will get a Christmas card from everybody. And, I wish I was, that's fun stuff.
We're brought to you by Effortless. We love Effortless. They are the people that will take your information, your business, and put it up on the cloud correctly so that nobody can find it. They can organize it. They'll navigate you through the cloud. What is a cloud? How do we get on there? They'll build you the perfect desktop. You can access it anywhere on your cell phone, on your iPhone. Same thing, right? Well, no, it's not. I saw somebody with a flip phone the other day.
My buddy has a flip phone, and
Why?
I die because this is the thing is, he says he spends too much time looking at social media and stuff on his phone when he had an iPhone. So he goes, I take that out of my hands, and now I don't spend as much time. But he'll come over to your house, he'll open his laptop, and he'll sit there for an hour, and it's like, just get a goddamn iPhone again.
That's how I found out there was a full moon last night.
Oh, really?
I was staring at my iPhone. They said, has anybody seen the moon tonight?
Oh, man.
I went outside and looked. By the way, we were talking about how quick this show goes by.
It goes so fast.
And when I was doing Major League Baseball, Tommy Lasorda was my guest, and we had a 2-hour show post-game, or an hour show post-game. And we'd let the game go. We let go all the people at the game, so it was just me and Tommy.
Okay.
And we're going on and on and on, and just going over the same. The Twins. Finally, at the commercial, Lasorda said, why can't we just go to the regularly scheduled program? I said, no, we are the regularly scheduled programming. And you can die on a long show. But, speaking of iPhones, that's the big controversy. Everywhere you look, it's should iPhone unencrypt?
Well, they actually had this.
Here's the controversy. One of these terrorists, Farouk, they found his iPhone. The FBI and the NSA couldn't get into it because you ever forget your password?
Right.
And if you do it 10 times, your phone erases itself. So they could only do it 9 times. Well, the government came to Apple and said, can you make an encryption for this phone only? And they've said no because they said, this could lead to something, a Pandora's box, into, getting into everybody's iPhone. And their whole basis of that business is that your stuff is secret, is not secret, private.
Well, they actually want Apple to build a back door.
Right.
They want them
which Apple claims they don't have.
Claim they don't have. But they want them to build this back door so that they can get in. And I've got to say that I like what the stance Apple's taking. I don't believe in. I think the terrorists. Doesn't the guy have his phone backed up somewhere? I mean, the guy had to back it up somewhere. So their information's got to be somewhere besides in his iPhone.
Right. I honestly don't. First of all, we're not for terrorists.
No,
right?
Absolutely
not.
not.
I just can't imagine they keep all their secrets on their iPhone.
Yeah.
They know they're going to die.
Yeah.
And they know someone's going to end up with their iPhone.
But that's the whole thing is I like the stance that they're taking, saying to the government, it's like, because the government wants, did you ever see the movie Sneakers?
Yeah, I did. I love
Sneakers.
that movie about 5 times.
Yeah, Sneakers is this great movie about they
Robert
build this
Redford.
box that they can basically break into everything.
Right.
If you have this box, you can break into everything, every bank, every password, every passcode, and that's what they're asking Apple to do, is to build a passcode into everybody's information.
Well, they're building a passcode into one phone, and that's where the argument is.
But that's not
Donald
what they're
Trump
doing.
says, throw away your iPhone. Boycott Apple.
Well,
sure, Don.
Yeah,
let's do that.
But I do think that I do understand where Apple's coming from to say no, because as soon as they give it to one phone, they're going to go, well, we really want
precedent.
We really want to see this phone too.
Yeah,
and
it's a judge's order, so there'd be.
And next thing you know, they're in your phone and they're looking at some weird stuff, and who knows?
My phone has no weird stuff on it.
Not that one, but maybe the one underneath
my phone on camera.
Yeah, I know. As long as
this
it's
phone that you're worried about?
That's the one I'm concerned with.
Same phone. No, and it's going to be the big issue. I don't think Apple will cave. I mean, I first of all, I don't see how they can cave.
They can't. Nobody. If we start giving, this has been the whole issue that came up, I think, almost not even 20 years ago, when they were talking about privacy issues and being able to access your internet or all these different things. It's ridiculous. There's already a camera on every corner of every street. You can see everything.
You're not getting away with anything.
You're not getting away with anything. And
But we are.
Yes.
Just so you know.
I have no. But there's just leave it alone. I mean, my God, it's like, can the government's so, for the most part, if they can't figure out this guy's stuff without having to crack into his iPhone, we got serious issues anyway.
I don't exactly. And Ed Snowden was right, but it's also not the Ed Snowden NSA thing either. It's one phone, one backdoor, but they just don't want to start that. Now, when you talk about government interference, hey, there's we know that guy, Gus. When you talk about interference in the government, what about seatbelts? Remember, nobody wanted to put seatbelts in.
I think
How about airbags?
Well, I think that's a different situation.
No,
yeah, 100% it is, because that's protecting. That's not looking at your private information. That's not breaking.
Well, let me be the devil's advocate. What they're trying to protect is somebody blowing your head off at a party.
But
a terrorist.
That's not what they're trying to do. If they were, that's not the same thing. They already go in and monitor phone calls. They already go in and they monitor a lot of stuff already. They monitor emails. They do a lot of these things already. But they're actually trying to break into your private information. And that's not the same. The seatbelt doesn't break into it. It might hurt my private information if I were to get into an accident. But it's not breaking in. It's not penetrating. Howard would really jump in on
slow
this.
Down.
Right.
No, I get it. But that's going to be the big issue for the next. And I hope that you read about it, because what it's become now is, they're going to break into every phone. They're not. They're going to try to break into one. I disagree with that myself. But and then what about Androids? I mean, they're next, right?
Well, I mean, I think an Android, everybody can get in an Android anyway, so I don't think that's not that big a deal. I think it's pretty much.
There goes that Samsung advertiser.
Yeah, I saw somewhere they lost $1 billion lawsuit to Apple, and of course, I saw this on the internet, so of course it's true.
Absolutely
it has to be true. Is that
Bible.
They paid off Apple with 4 dump trucks?
I heard that too. I heard that this morning.
Yeah, and that they actually backed 4
From
dump
you.
trucks up to the Apple facility and were unloading these pennies. And I hope that's what they did.
So that's where all those pennies go.
That's where all those pennies go.
But it's a big issue, and you should read about it, because it's not about you, but it could be about you.
It could be. I mean, that's the whole thing. What if they start taking it into cases of domestic violence, or they take it into a case of
See, I was saying something this morning, like a divorce case.
Yeah.
They could go into the husband or the wife's phone and say, well, see?
Yeah, he cheated, or she cheated, or anything. Or it's a situation where it's just crazy. But I mean, it won't ever work in your favor. I promise you that it won't work in your favor.
It seems like a bad idea until it's about you.
Yeah, but I say now that even
I just assume everybody sees this stuff anyway.
Yeah, I hope exactly.
So you know.
Exactly. I hope they figure out a way to get into this guy's phone without having to go through this system of having them build some back door. I hope they can figure this out. But if they can't, we already know what this guy's done. I mean, we're not going to learn anything more about what an awful person this guy is by cracking. Maybe he's got.
First
some
of all,
picture-
how smart do you have to be to go to 9 passwords and then have to call Apple?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like
call Apple at 3.
at 3. Yeah, call Apple. Call Apple in the beginning. I mean, get somebody. I mean, I don't know. I could probably get in yours right. Without a problem.
My password is actually password.
Yeah, I believe that. Or 1 2 3 4.
It's close. It's close.
1 2 1 2. 1 1 1 1.
Anyway, good show today. Howard
96,
Bragman. Stop it. Howard Bragman was great. We thank him for
Howard's
being
awesome,
on with
man.
us. I thank you for being here.
Love being here.
And we'll see you next time. We're brought to you by Effortless. They go beyond the cloud. In other words, they will organize all your information. You just hand it over to them. You can trust them. They'll put it on the cloud. They'll navigate it for you, and you're good to go. Anything else on your mind, young man?
Not a thing. Having a great day. Glad to be here, and I hope everybody has a great, safe week.
Good luck, Tom Hardy. That's what you really want to say.
I want
right?
to say that. I want to say that. And
Why
the
do you-
bear. And the bear and Revenant.
Do you love him?
I love Tom Hardy.
I'm Pat O'Brien. I love you. That's Cord. I'm Pat. We'll see you next time on Everything All the Time.
Experience the difference. Beyond the cloud. Your desktop, your mobility, and your security, 24/7 support. Take your business beyond the cloud. Work less, worry less, effortless.